Hey everybody, my name's Chris. This is Tennis Manager 25, and you may see a gap from like the week 3 to week 13. Don't know why that footage got corrupted just now. Because OBS said it was recording, but then I realized that the screen was frozen within OBS. Like OBS itself is frozen, but the timer was still climbing. So I thought maybe it was just the viewpoint that was glitching. I didn't really think about it. We've gone through to week 13, and yeah, I kind of ended that episode and came to check the footage, and it's literally just like on a screen like this for week 3 with no mail the entire way through. So I'm not sure. I mean, it does go to black screen like 3 times at just random points for like half a second. I have no idea. I really have no idea. So I think just a little catch up. We've been doing a bunch of tournaments. We've been doing okay, pushing training, and getting everyone kind of into the right place. Everyone's looking okay right now. We're about to go into new tournaments. Everyone's good, but not great right now. Like the goals here, Hannah's just slipping outside the top 150, so she needs to start winning a little more and kind of getting where we need to go. Kwame still inside the top 200, but not any closer really to getting any of his goals done. Yana's not that far away. It's just going to take a little bit of success, which again, we're still only like a quarter of the way in to the season. I think that's going to come in quarter 3, quarter 4, not quarter 1. We're just about getting into quarter 2 now, and Antonius as well. It's not going to take too much success. He wins like a rookie 10 or something, and probably nails these two and gets very close to this one. So I don't feel bad about that. We've got 4 out of 6 completed here, and we did get our youth scouting center up a little bit by this second bar in the sports study programs. We climbed about 409, I believe, 0.409 on this second box of the sports study program. So idea is going to be we're going to hit the youth academy and the supervision. So that'll take a month. That'll take 2 months. So yeah, we'll go for the 2-month one. And that will put us really close. This will put us over the top. We'll hit that objective. We might hit the reputation increase. I don't know. I don't believe so. I don't think we will. Because, yeah, we're not quite at that level yet. But it's not really well documented what that's going to take. I believe we've seen a youth academy, but if we haven't, nobody is really good. So, yeah, doesn't really matter. We're probably making like 100 grand each time. So that's good. Just keeps things ticking along. So we're improving facilities. We've got a bunch of stuff done already. We're not waiting on anything on this side, but we've got all the courts, padel, weights, and sports HQ at 2. Multi-purpose is maxed at 1 with a swimming pool, track, video, tactical, and play core. We managed to get the last ones of those. I think the last one was probably either video. Yeah, I think it was the video and tactical room was the last thing we had to upgrade in the sports center to get something there. We're at least one area medical we haven't touched. We've got the cold therapy room up. We've got the psychology department. I don't really feel like we need to spend on this just now. This is just for the goal that we're spending. Like I say, supervision tools will be the next thing to do for that month, and it'll cost us a little bit of money. But then what we're doing here is we're slowly getting rank 2 in everything we can get rank 2 in. We've got a month left on the museum, and then, about 750k would play into getting the pool and country club up to 2 dots here as well. So I'd feel pretty good about that. We're just under the 3 mark though. I wish that this wouldn't take us over 3 because next year's goal might be business center to 3 in that case, and it would be such an easy way to game the system, but that's not going to happen. But we might still plow more money in here to make a little bit more money back. And like I said, the country club might be the best way of doing that. Recreational pool's another good way of doing that. And then these cost a lot of money. So I don't know how much of those we want to do. Overall, Hannah's been playing well. She's getting to quarterfinals of 75s and such. Moyes has been a little hit and miss, but still pretty good. Yana is still trying to qualify for rookie tournaments and hit and miss whether we get there and then getting knocked out fairly early on quite often. Michael just steadily doing okay, but nothing super serious. We're just improving quite nicely. I think that's kind of my thing, but here we go. So, yeah, we're not amazing anywhere, but doing okay. You can see the ranks, the rankings, just not a ton. We do have a few points, of course, from last season that we'd won. And then this year we've just got this little round 16 in week 3. But since then, not a ton. Not a ton. But we are booking into 75s. We should probably go down to the 50s and the rookie 25s. I think that would make probably more sense. That would make more sense to me. And then here we can see with Yana this year already doing quite well. Quarterfinal in week 3. And yeah, not too much else. Not too much else. But I do feel that if we can get a few more points, we can start moving up the rankings inside the top 1,000, and then we can book tournaments without having to qualify them. Yeah, Moyes is solid. We're winning some good points in the sort of quarterfinal stages. We're not getting past that, sadly, but we are solidly being booked in the 75s. And the same as well for Hannah. And I think, again, that's quite good. Semi-final of 100 early on was massive. But since then, we've kind of struggled a little bit. So, yeah, we need to kind of get back to that, really. We need to kind of get back to that. But, yeah, Hannah, 271,000 prize money. Kwame, 236. Yana's only got 17. Michael's got 58. But we're in an okay position. We just need to string together a few wins. I think that's just really going to be the key for us moving forward. So, with all that being said, let's go out and try and win a tournament or two. So, we've got another Pro 75 for Hannah, first seed. Doesn't always matter, but oh my God, that's the second time in a row she's just been absolutely ruined in the first round by someone she should beat. We've been working on people's physicals. We've been working on the serve. We've been rounding people out. She's got 18 focus, 17 tactics, 16 anticipation, 15 killer instinct thanks to that week 1 win. Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to put him on heavy training for being knocked out. That 16 isn't bad, but I would expect more. We need to keep working on the serve. I think that for me is kind of the big thing with him. Hannah getting knocked out so early is really disappointing. Like Antonius being knocked out, yeah, sure, I can see that. Hannah's so much better getting knocked out at the same stage. She's slightly better than Kwame in getting knocked out earlier. It doesn't really feel good. Yana's needed something, and she is the one that gets to a final. She's up against the number 3 seed. She's beaten someone that's 637 in the world, and someone that's 676 in the world. And now we're up against number 3 seed, who is a 612. So if nothing else, we've got 10 points out of this, which is really nice. That should bring us inside the top 1,000 probably. If we can win, that would be even better. We should not be the favorite, but we shouldn't be far away from her. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. So let's see kind of how we play. Yes, Yana will pick up her first tournament. Week 13, very, very solid. So, Antonius, let's do juniors first. So, yeah, forced to participate in a tournament we didn't want to. Stay at number 4. Forced to participate in a tournament we didn't want to. Stayed at number 1. Antonius climbs 50 positions up to 439 in the world on the back of those 4 points. That's massive. Absolutely massive. 6 tournaments, 7 played matches, 1 win. It's rough. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to drop you down. The game wants you to go into higher standards than you're ready for. You know, a slow climb for Yana as well, up 43 points. She's just outside that top 1,000, and she'll be moving in the right direction. 18 points is huge for her. That is absolutely huge. 5 tournaments, 14 played, 11 won. Massive. Absolutely massive for her. Kwame just sneaks inside the top 200, sitting at 197. 42 points. That's huge. That's what's got him inside the top 200 this early. That's really nice. 5 tournaments, 12 matches, and 7 victories. And then Hannah has climbed up 100. To 153, which is a 31-point increase. 138 points. But a lot of that came week 1, week 3, and not much since, which is kind of an issue for us. 6 tournaments, 16 matches played, 11 games won. Not too bad. Training, top spin, almost going for Antonius. Kwame, just solid. Hannah, just solid. And yeah, you're really tired because you just won a tournament. It's fine. I can't change this travel into care, so you just gotta be careful. Pretty much. Yeah. Don't know if she'll qualify anyway. Yeah, we're on week 13. We are booked out through week 19, so we should be starting to kind of look at that. We've just got our week 17s accepted, which is good. Don't mind that. So let's get through this week. Not going to mess with training this week because we do tweak it here and there, but not this week. I think it'd be good to have a week off. And Yana recovers enough to get a first round qualifying victory and second. So she will be in the tournament. It's good for her. Absolutely great for her. Get some wild cards. We're going to reject Antonius, underspin and anticipation. He's really starting to come on now. He's really starting to work well. Kind of like that. Kind of like that. So we're in solid place. Yana is finally inside the top 1,000. It's finally inside the top 1,000. It's almost that rank 30. I said we needed to get to like 750 to 800. We're just outside that range, and we're just outside here. So we're in really good. Don't know if we can hit this or not, but yeah, getting 2 out of 3 would not be bad. Kwame, it's just going to be really interesting to see how that shakes out. Antonius, too. We've just kind of fallen a bit with you, haven't we? Yeah. We don't love that. We don't love that. We just dropped 158 places. Good thing is, if you do something in these tournaments, you're probably going to jump by a realistically similar amount. Okay, Hannah doesn't get bounced in the first round. Kwame does. Antonius at 16. Looks like Yana made it through. So the boys are going to be training a little heavier, because they can now spend their time developing. Yana is tired, but could get through. Losing it on a tiebreaker. Hannah. Round of 16. That's not where we want to be. That's not where we want to be, you know. It's rough. It is rough. Go up to a medium workload as well. Ooh. Yeah, because we're recommended for a bunch of stuff, really. And I don't love it. I think I want to come down to the 75s. But then try and qualify for a Grand Slam. I feel like that's something that makes sense to me. We're going to qualify for a French Open there. We're in a 75. I feel like I can stick at 75. I think the one that worries me more is Antonius getting booked in those. And I don't want him being booked in those. Yeah. And then Yana, like, we shouldn't have to register for rookies now. So we'll be qualifying to play. And so there, I think now we just register for a 15 in week 21. That might be slightly better. Yeah, do I want to pull him down to a 50 maybe? That's kind of what I'm thinking. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Instead of these 75s, do I want to come down to a 50 or even a rookie 25? And then take you out to this rookie 25. And put you in rookie 15. Maybe make it a little bit easier on everybody. Maybe. Give us a chance to maybe win a few matches, get a little bit of steam and a little bit of confidence in. That might be something to look forward to, because right now it's a little dodgy in places, but yeah. So that's our return up with Antonius. Again, quite nice. So we got our 75 for Hannah, at 25 for Moise, our 15 for Yana, and our 15 for Michael. So not stepping up as much as we had been. Everyone here is starting to look ready. And we're only in our prep week. So now we should be roughly where we want to be moving forward. And everybody just needs a couple of good performances. Like a win or two would be massive. They can win one or two of the sort of tournaments of the level we're playing in right now. I think that would be massive. But yeah, we don't need to, I think is the thing. We don't need to. Tactical skills almost up on Antonius. That's really, really nice. Kovachkova, balance, climbs. Kwame's volley, very close to getting up. And Hannah's serve speed and serve spin and her speed both climb. Two things that realistically did need to improve if she was going to kick on to the next level. So pretty happy with that. So yeah, 160, 216, 818, and 555 in the world. That's not bad. That's not bad. That keeps us in those conversations. Everyone in top form, everybody, in peak physical condition. 3 out of 4 are beaming, and Yana's happy. But going into a tournament, everything's lined up. It might not work out. It might not. But right now, at least it looks good. At least it feels good. So Yana gets through around 32. Number 1 seed is 80. Number 8 seed is 136. So we're right in the mix for this. It is another 100. Slight outsider maybe, but we can cause some upsets. Hannah gets bounced. Well, that was a little ugly. That was a little ugly. I don't love it. Yeah, I really don't love it. Um, Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Okay. So Kwame's in. Yana's in. And Antonius is in. Okay. Try and sneak a little bit more recovering for Moyes. Yeah. So I don't like Hannah in the hundreds right now. I just don't. I just don't love it. Round of 16 in a Pro 50 for Antonius. And Kwame in a 75 round of 16. Hannah round of 32 and 100. So yeah, I think just moving down a level gives us a shot at like semi-finals, maybe even a finals or a win. And that's just great for a continuing morale and just, probably nets us more points at this time. So doing that, I think, makes a lot of sense for us. And that's just the way I'm looking at it. So can't mess with you. You're still in a tournament. Medium. Powerful ace on that. You're not even that tired right now. You're doing quite well. So hopefully Yana can keep moving in the right direction here. Semi-final. Good. That's another final. It's what we needed to see. She's been decently in control of her opponents, it looks like. 6-3, 6-4, 6-4, 6-1. Then 6-4, 6-1, but losing the middle set 6-3. And then the number one seed, 6-2, 6-3. Just cleaning up. And that gets us a wild card entry on the other side. So, yeah, Yana is the outsider, but she's very fit. She is playing really good, and she's beaten better people than she's currently playing. And yeah, 6-1, 6-2. So Yana just absolutely demolishes there. That is phenomenal for us. That is absolutely phenomenal. We don't want to. Do we? Do we want to throw into a European Open? I don't feel I do. Like I do. I don't think it's a good idea. I think that's kind of the better way of putting that wrong. But let me know kind of what you think on that one. Do you think we should have? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Serve power and consistency on Antonius. That's going to help him out a lot. Kwame's volleying gets better. The underspin for Hannah gets better. Her balance is almost up as well. Don't mind any of that whatsoever. Feel like we're in a pretty solid spot. And Yana will be qualifying on clay, I believe. Yeah, towards the end of the month. So not so much to worry about here. Not so much. Maybe as simple as moving some stuff around. So we can take the ball early. We can do under pressure serve. And then we can do the special tactical lesson. Maybe an extra cap. A little bit of rest with do I want to do much? Not really. Let's try and get tactics up, I guess. But that should put us in probably a nice place. Probably. Um, See, Antonius now is just back outside the 500, but he's just sitting there quite nicely. Yana winning a couple of those rookies. We're already up to 675, and we're right where we want to be with her. Moy's just knocking on the door. Hannah's knocking on the door. Antonius knocking on the door. Pretty happy with the progress. We do have a lot of money, so I'm going to go ahead and do the supervision tools, which is another month. So these will hit together, which is nice. And then, yeah, we save and probably go back into business and get a couple of things over there. Possibly next month, more likely the month after. But Yana does qualify through the first round. Does she get the second? No, she doesn't. Disappointing. Slightly disappointing. But okay. So Kwame will qualify, hopefully, for the French Open. Hannah is also going to try and do the same thing. We've got other plans for our other players. Tactical skills on Antonius does go up. Knew we needed a little bump there. Glad that he managed to get it over the line. Solid growth and anticipation for him. And it's a shame that agility didn't go up too, but no, balance is up. Agility's very, very close. I feel pretty good about all that. So, yeah, Yana's got a little bit of time and freedom to kind of jump back up. So, yeah, I think let's work out really hard this week and let's see what we can do. But slowly get in there. She's a full star behind Hannah. Kwame's got 5-star potential. Wow. Okay. Yeah. And these two are so similar too. So everyone's got 3 game plans. These are very similar. Kwame's a step up for sure. If he had a serve, he'd be really dangerous, and that's kind of what's dragging Hannah up. She needs the physicality to back things up, but well, with this boost to her focus, despite fatigue, determining shot consistency, that'll be a 20. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's where we are. That's who they are. That is crazy. Okay, maybe we should drop down the training somewhat. Uh, maybe that'll be better. Maybe that'll be better. Let's not get her injured when she's starting to make progress. I think that would be very, very bad. So, yeah, she didn't qualify. Antonius. We don't love that, sir. We do not love that. What am I kind of looking for here? A little bit of focus. Maybe we got some. Yeah, little knock. Okay. Don't love that. Don't love that. Can we get something done? Yes, we can. 6-1, 6-3 is a much better kind of start here. The museum is upgraded. Love that. Absolutely love that. Moyes wins his round to 16. Hannah here is the 4 seed. Currently on a collision course with the 5th seed. And then the first, if she gets through her matches. And the other people do too. We should advance. 7-6, but then 6-2. So can't be mad about that. Number 5 seed gets knocked out. So should be the favorite again here. We look to be okay. Lose the first set, but then 6-1, 6-1. Continuing that kind of domination. Uh, uh, yeah, I'd rather have a 20-day delay than pay 40 grand. Kind of got to be honest there. That month profit that we'd lose in it is highly unlikely to be 40 grand as well. So, don't really care. But we are up against number 1 seed, Mia Pwankova. And on the other side of the bracket, an all-German final, Josie Dames, who we've beaten already, and Carolina Kuhl. So, we have got a win over Mia already. We're very close in ranking, very close in title, slight height advantage, and very, very tight here. She might have the advantage just on the season stats, but we've been playing a much higher level than her. So Hannah steps up and loses. Ha. 6-3 in the first, tiebreaker losing 7-6 in the second, and then 6-4. 6 double faults, 34 unforced errors. I just feel it's these bits that are really kind of coming into play. We're not great at the net, but our serve is better, and our return is kind of on par. Second serve wasn't great today. I still had us down to win this. I really thought we would win this. 16 points still. I mean, betting around 32 and 16, we're getting knocked out at pretty much at the 100 stage. That's for quarterfinal. We're in the semifinals, 29. Yeah, I mean, it's good, but it's kind of annoying that it has happened again, given that we need to kind of kick on a little bit. I was hoping that would be a tournament win that would give us a bit of momentum going into the qualifiers for the French Open, but that's not kind of where we've ended up, sadly. Yeah. Don't hate it, just don't love it. Meanwhile, at Vercelli, we do have Kwame, the number 1 seed, against 519th in the world, Diego Augusto Barreto Sanchez from España. And we should win this comfortably, and we do. Okay, so we at least we get some success with Moyes under our belt. Kind of that part of the game plan worked. That part did work. Not going to go for the wildcard entries there. Not too shabby. And everyone comes back to train, looking in solid position. Antonius dropping a touch. But again, I feel okay about it. I just think we're in a solid position. We get this week to train, next week to train, and qualify. And if we can get a qualification for Hannah and we can get a qualification for Moyes, I'd be really happy. Grass season looks really short this year. Looks really short. Look at those tournaments. Wow. I mean, other people have options, but like Antonius just has nothing. But he does have topspin, and he almost has backhand consistency grow. That's really good. Kwame's tactical skills almost jumped up, and Hannah gets her agility up. That is really, really nice. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Love that. Absolutely love that. I kind of want to go in fit. And so, kind of think go in light might work. The French junior option. Why are we in the juniors again? Damn auto booking. I don't want to play on the junior circuit at all. We're much better than that. You're telling me that you're forcing the number 211 player in the world to play a juniors tournament? Like, why? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so bad. Hannah, I mean, I guess on grass there's not really much options, right? We're just yeah, they're all qualifications. Every single one is a qualification. Yeah, yeah. I don't know about Yana, but I don't think anybody needs qualifications now. So I'm going to start sort of doing that. So okay, yeah, don't love it, but okay. Let's go to Europe for a 50. And let's go to Europe for a 50. And let's go to uh, Europe for 25. And let's go to Europe for a 15. I think I'm going to kind of stay in that mode. and just ignore Wimbledon with Kovachkova and with Antonius. I think we just ignore Wimbledon with those. Yeah. What do I want to do with you? Still rookie 25, maybe? Nah, I think we're gonna have to qualify. Don't know if Yana would even be eligible to qualify for it, or Antonius. He probably would be. It'd be a little easier. I don't know if either of them would make it through though. Han and Kwame would. My question then becomes: we're 155 in the world. Like, what's the likelihood that we could register and not have to qualify? So we're just not guaranteed a spot, right? But we should try. We should try. I don't love it. Really don't love it. Yeah, at least we're coming into this now with Antonius being the only one that's not looking amazing. And we're kind of seeing that. So he does get knocked out. Yana's doing okay in her tournament. And then Moy's got through the first qualifier. And we are all the way down near the bottom. But we're not that far away from being seeded. That's a good sign, right? It's a good sign. Hannah should win. Oh, yeah, tiebreaker 6-3, 6-1. Moyes wins a second. And looks like Yana won the semi-finals. We've got a final with her coming. Now we go all the way down to the bottom. Oh, we are seeded. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think we were. I didn't think we were just seeded. Okay. That kind of makes some sense then. That kind of makes some sense. Yeah, should be another one we can win and should win, but we don't. We get bounced out of the French Open. It's a major loss. Yeah, nothing to add. It's the first time I've done that. I just meh. Don't like these options. It's getting repetitive and it's kind of getting boring and not making a lot of sense. So I'm okay kind of being done with them. I am kind of okay being done with them. So get a little powerful ace in the mix. And that gives us Yana's final. Number 7 seed. Knocked out the number 1 seed along the way here, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, solid performances. Beat someone higher ranked than us, then beat the number 1 seed. Now we got ourselves another little final. And it's a 6-2, 6-3. Yana takes another one again. Kwame, round 3. Don't know. Don't know. It looks like he did qualify. Okay. Okay. I will take that. Antonius's backhand consistency is up as well. But yeah, Kwame is very, very tired. So I think that's the best we can do for him and kind of get him prepped. We did qualify for a Grand Slam event, so that should be good when we kind of kick in with him. That should be absolutely fine. Yeah, that's okay, right? It's okay. We're not doing amazing, but at least now we've got Yana moving in the right direction. Everyone's kind of around where they need to be. I'll uh I'll accept that. You can keep a little bit more of that money. That's fine. Still got 4 there. That's absolutely fine. We haven't quite got enough to kick on, and Kwame gets knocked out immediately. So this doesn't count for this in that case. And it doesn't count for a Grand Slam here then. So this is a Grand Slam. We may be knocked out, but we qualified for it. So I don't get why that goal hasn't updated at all. Because they're showing we're out of the tournament. Like we're definitely done. It's not like anyone's confused about that. We're out of the tournament. But that doesn't negate the fact that we did qualify it, and I feel that maybe, just maybe, it's going to kick in at the end of this week. If it doesn't, then that's a goal we just kind of hit, and that's kind of going to screw us there again. So it's a little rough. A little rough. Can't lie about that. That'll be a little rough. Timing, Antonius. Footwork, Koachkova. Nothing for Kwame, nothing for Klugman. That is fine. Yeah. Okay. Why is there just nothing booked or bookable? Okay. If we get knocked out early, can we then book in week 28? Maybe? I I don't know. Kind of confused by that. I understand it, obviously. It kind of makes sense in one way, but like it's a little annoying. So, yeah, 15 days just after we start our next tournament, the supervision tools will be unlocked. An extra scout we don't really need, but it's going to push us really close to level 3. And then just 5 days later, we're going to get the extra percentage progression bonus for youth and juniors. Spend a little more money per month for that, but that will knock us over the 3 that we've been waiting for. Right now, the way I see it, gonna have to be the pool. 2 months keeps us just over that 100 grand mark. That's fine. So like 15 days, 20 days, and then 30 days. The weight room is cheap. The track is fairly cheap. Video and tactical room, fairly cheap. Don't need any of them. The physical therapy room, the muscle care room, even the yoga meditation room aren't bad. And then everything else was starting to climb to like 400 grand to 800 grand. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not at that level. We're not at that level. I'm wondering if next month we get some money, maybe we hire some trainers that are better again and just, yeah. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe that makes sense. Someone that's just good at things like maybe an Abigail, because she could be pretty decent. Won't be super difficult to pick up. Someone like Irene. Because, yeah, spins and long rallies aren't really in it. So it's pretty much just these first 4 we're really looking for. As good as we can get them. Kind of difficult, you know. It is really kind of difficult, you know, but then we start getting up to this level. So if we went for a Matthew Brown, don't want to come to the UK. Quarantine, wherein would Okay. I think I kind of like that, to be honest with you. I kind of like that. Um, yeah. Okay. And then even if we're just at like Eve Mildren, 14's here for the physicality. I think that's really solid. And then we try and get someone like Ivanov. Now that we're level 5, getting a level 6 isn't too bad. I think you're so good. I just say yes to that right now. Yeah, I figured these are no's. What is it you want? You want a lot. But would at least come to us. Yeah, okay. We've got the spots. Part of me just thinks, why not? Why not see if we can get some extra staff in? Because at the moment, we've got like a couple of 3-star physios with 13 and 14 ability to provide care. So if we are bringing in a new person, like boss isn't bad. We can live with that. We could probably just sack her and you know hire a better one anyway. But that 18 would be another 4-star. So we could slot them in with Hannah and move everyone down. Maybe or slot them in with Moise and give Yana or Antonius Ma, and maybe sack Boss and get another 15. Ramsden isn't great. I got 14, 14 coming in. And so that's going to be that slight increase there up towards that 3.5-star. So better than a Ramsden. And Ushikoa looks solid, but again, we're probably going to be as good or maybe a little better. So yeah, it kind of all depends how we go. And then if we do just spend that 500,000, if we save up, spend it, get that extra coach in to bring an extra player in, again, we can just move clock down. And all we're looking for is that 14 motivation, 14 mental, and 16 tactics. That's what we're looking to get more than those stats. It's really that motivation. If we had like 15, 15 in mental and tactics, but that motivation was higher than a 14, that would be like fantastic. See, I kind of want to come up to 16 or above. And so 2 mining. could be pretty good. He could be pretty good. Chevalier could be pretty good. They're only level 5s. Nothing super crazy there. Then we get up to the 7s. Okay, like someone like Pope by now would be, yeah, out of our range slightly. You would say yes, but let's compare it to like a Charlie. I don't really want to make that big of a jump. Yeah, to really go up high, sure. +6, looking kind of like that. Huh. There's options. I think that's kind of what I'm looking at now. There's just options. Kind of want to get someone really that's like 5 or 6. I don't want to go too high on that. So 6 won't come to us. Yeah. So 5, 4.5. Okay. It's in line with what Clock is getting. I don't have a spot for them right now because we are filled up. But I think they fit kind of what we want to do. They'd be slightly better than Lucasuite. They would be slightly better than Clock. They'd be in line with kind of Charlie. And they wouldn't touch us because that's just what it is. So they'd be a better version of Clock and slightly better than Lucasuite. They'd be in line with Charlie. And that's great. And I wouldn't mind making that change and pushing Clock down. Like just sacking Clock and giving Antonius the new one. And knowing we can get someone that'll be 3.5 to 4-star motivation with 3.5 to 4-star on the tactical, mental, and training game. If we brought a 5th one in. I feel pretty comfortable with that. We got a tiny bit of money. I don't mind doing it that way. So, yeah, why not? Let's try and refresh the staff. Let's, keep the facilities taking over. Let's refresh the staff, try and get a little bit better there, and just help us. We all grow like 2 players outside of the top 500s, but kind of closing in quickly in some regards. And then we got Kwame just outside the top 200 and Hannah's inside the top 100. She's just turned 18. He's 18, and we got a 16 and a 17-year-old. I think we're in really good positions, so I hope we can continue to develop this. I hope you're enjoying, and I hope you'll come back for more. But that's where we are going to leave it for this video. But yeah, smash that like button. Please do share the video, hit subscribe. Check out our other playlists. Check out our memberships available on the channel. And yeah, the more you like and subscribe, the more you comment, the more YouTube will promote it, the more we can grow our community. And that's kind of what we're all about here. So I do appreciate anything you can do to help with that. But until next time, I will see you back here for more Tennis Manager daily, weekday updates coming on this game for the foreseeable future. And yeah, we're so close to doing something I feel special. That next jump is so close. I can't wait to get there. Take care, stay safe, and all the best to you until we return next time.